How positive are you on risk right now?
More constructive. I think we're in a broad trading range, so intermediate term, I'm kind of neutral, but we're at the lower end of the trading range, so I think you got to buy some here.
Where, though?
Yeah, that's the harder question. We're more diversified than we've been in a while, own more energy than I have in a long time, own a little less tech, but are still overweighted, even own a few consumer staple stocks. So it's a name here and it's a name there where you think the earnings are going to be intact.
So we're in a different regime today than we were 6 months ago.
Are we
both
ever?
in terms of the VIX, in terms of volatility, but more broadly speaking volatility.
Yes.
But what could happen out of Washington, out of Beijing, whatever. When you go in to invest, how do you protect yourself?
So you have to be careful about the valuations you pay. Up until the regime changed, to use your words, we basically had rising earnings and rising PE ratios. So kind of everything went up, if you will. Now its earnings are going up, but PEs probably aren't going a lot higher. Oh, they may bounce from the low we've seen of late, but it's now you gotta have the earnings.
Gotta have the earnings, but how much exposure do you want them to have to China? So if you come inside this Bloomberg, it's a really cool chart. MSCI World Index, looking at the stocks that have particular exposure to China versus the overall world MSCI Index. You can see those underperformance of those equities like a Broadcom, like a Qualcomm. How do you factor this into your thesis?
With the China and broader trade issue and a slowing economy in parts of Europe, we want more of our earnings to come from the United States. So the multinationals are underweighted in our portfolios, give us the domestic growth, which is holding up pretty well.
Does that also translate into large cap, medium cap?
Yes, it does. Actually, it pushes you down cap a bit because many of the very big companies are huge multinationals. Not that we don't own them, we just own a little less than we typically might.